I think I'm going to take Dick here. And here, whoa. Pause. Hello, and welcome to the Situationship Songs Bracket. We're going to be looking at some songs that I personally picked out. And then next week, or in a couple days, we're going to have the brackets with what you send in. We're going to go for more of an indie style in the next bracket, but we're still going to do situationship music, right? So it's going to be part 2. So situationship songs, that's really just any song that reminds you of a situationship that you had, or it is about a situationship in general, or it's something that you can send to your situationship. And if you don't know what a situationship is, I'm going to put a definition on screen for some of you folks that might be not totally understanding what I'm talking about right now. Make sure to comment your favorite. It doesn't matter if it's indie. It could be rap. It could be hyperpop as well. I'll still look at it. Make sure you throw your favorite situationship song down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can see next week's video with your song recommendation in it. And let's get this thing kicked off, man. I'm excited to listen to these. I picked out some good ones, some I haven't heard in a while. First on the list, we got Chateau by Black Bear against Love Me by Steven Moses.
So please, baby, talk slow, I'm off the blow, I'm off the draw, I'm in my zone. Grab your girls, grab your phone, and let's go. Get ready, we going to the chateau.
Trap house booming, I get it back and I move it. Money be stupid, Zans go, but I'm a fucking handful. Plus so many I'm clueless, I don't know what the fuck am I doing. I think I might lose it, I'm psycho. She gon' stay for the night though, I sit taking this ice cold.
The first thing I have to say about this song is that the intro is so crazy. So the reason that I chose this as like a situationship song is just because of the overall vibes of it. It's like, you know, you got the no love, no love, no love. The whole thing of like white linen, white rose. A lot of y'all think he talking about the flower, but he not talking about the flower, bro. White linen, white rose. I don't know, man. The beat too is just so passionate, bro. Not only is this a good song to like send to your situationship, if she's like, oh yeah, what type of music do you fuck with, blah blah blah, he or she, I don't, whatever. If they, I'm gonna use gender neutral pronouns. If they are like wanted to know what type of shit you're on, bro, this is some shit like, bro, you can swoon them with this. If you do drugs with your partner, with your situationship, this is the song for you, for sure. So some of you might ask, Brock, Mr. Broccoli, what are you cooking up? What's in the bakery? Why do you think that this is a song about a situationship or for a situationship? I think this is a song that you probably shouldn't send to your situationship. This is on some like, you could tell it's not going to work out type shit. I don't know, because compared to the Black Bear song, it's a little more sad. And I feel like the perfect situationship song, it's not necessarily sad, and it's not necessarily happy. And this one I feel is just sad. Yeah, we're gonna go Chateau by Black Bear. That's gonna win the first round. So up next, we have Giving Girls Cocaine by Peep and Backwoods Shoddy by Lil Waterbed. All right, so this just in, I'm changing the song because I had Giving Girls Cocaine as the song. This one is just so much better fit for the bracket, and I figured that I might as well enter it.
I know you wanna FaceTime, baby, I have Samsung. When I met your mom, she told me I was handsome. You told me I'm sexy, do you still think that? You told me you love me, do you still think that?
Bro, when he said, I know you want to FaceTime, baby, I have Samsung, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, that's just the vibe, bro. I don't know. This just has major situationship vibes.
Hey, Zanny's in my transport bag like I'm trapping. Sipping dirty Aquafina, moving
don't know, guy. What type of vibes do you get from this song? I feel like this is definitely a major situationship vibes from this song. You go, you hang out with that one person, bro. They always got a blunt rolled for you. They're always down for whatever, bro. The Tracy verse on that song is one of the best Lil Tracy verses out of any Lil Peep song. I have such nostalgia with the backwoods shawty though. Shout out Lil Waterbed. Go check out Lil Waterbed if you haven't, bro. Peep is my favorite artist of all time, no joke. But I seriously think I'm gonna have to give this to backwoods shawty, just based off the fact that it's more sendable. I feel like that's gonna be a high metric in this bracket. Is how sendable is this song? Could you send this song to the person you're talking to, and like they know the type of timing you're on? They're gonna understand the assignment for sure. Next on the list, we have Venus Flytrap by Breakins versus Escapism by Ray and 070 Shake.
She don't even list with poison. I can't escape the rush. This ain't love, boy, you're just a pig in me. I guess Medusa locks rattlesnakes to buff. No need to purchase my soul, girl. I just get I'm like
pleasing and teasing, I'm sitting on him. All of my diamonds are dripping on him. I met him at the bar, I was 12 or something. I ordered 2 more wines, cause tonight I want him.
I'm gonna be so real. This probably should have never made it into the bracket. I had to hit a range of emotions here. It's called a situationship for a reason, because there's hella situationships that you could be in. I know I'm just like memeing the fuck out of this at this point, but this is like when you had that shit that was so close to a relationship and it never got there, and now like you're just dealing with the aftermath. Not only can you send this song to your situationship, I don't know, it's like a snobby music pick. If you want to, if you're really talking to like a music person and you don't know anything about music, if you like someone that like really listens to music a lot and you don't really listen to music that much or like any whatever, send them this Break-In song and they'll think you're tapped in. I'm not even kidding. Send them Break-Ins and they'll think you're tapped in. When you send this song to someone, they'll know what's up. I feel like that's gonna be the big deciding factor in this bracket, is like when you send this song to someone, are they gonna know the type of timing you're on? And I feel like if you send this song to someone, one, they're gonna think you're tapped in, and they're gonna fuck with it because it's good music. You know, this is like a snobbier pick, but dude, they're gonna understand the assignment, like I said. So I gotta go with Break-Ins over Escapism. Escapism's such a good song though. More of a breakup song. Realistically, more of a breakup song. Trap Queen by Fetty Wap versus Rockstar Girl by Juice WRLD.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Coke in her nose ring, Molly in her nails. She gon' die a rock star, racing her to hell. I don't really know her, but I know her well enough to know that she loves to take chances.
You could tell this is about his situationship in particular. But at the same time, you could really send this to someone that you're talking to for real. I mean, it's going to sound corny, but you could always hit him with the Riz and be like, send him this song and be like, hey, trying to be my trap queen? I apologize for that. Nah, but for real, this is good. Low key, it wouldn't even be corny. I feel like it wouldn't even be corny to send this to someone and be like, yo, you trying to be my trap queen? This, I really can only see you like sending it to your situationship if you're like partying with someone all night, doing drugs, all that shit, and then like you get their social medias and then you like send them this song the next morning. That could be Riz. That could be Riz. But I feel like when you do that, when you throw that shot, you're taking a chance. You are legitimately taking a chance. When you send someone a Juice WRLD song in 2025, they're going to either think you're stuck in 2019, you're 17 years old, or they're just going to think that you're trying to be edgy. You know, you got to play it right. You got to play your cards right, and you got to know your audience. If you think this is going to click, then it's going to click. You know what I mean? But other than that, Trap Queen is a safer bet as far as like sending, because it's broad. it's so much more of a specific scenario, but it's such a bigger song, and the phrase trap queen is just so well known that like you could get away with it more. I'm gonna have to go with trap queen just because I feel like it's a safer bet if you're gonna send it to them, and it's like one of the most famous songs ever about a situationship. I like that pick. Love that Juice WRLD song though. That's definitely one of my favorite Juice WRLD songs. All right, two big ones, yo. Two big ones coming up. This is like a finals matchup coming up. This is a pretty big one. We got Hoes Mad by I was supposed to censor that. I didn't. Whatever. Sorry, YouTube. We got Hoes Mad by Famous Dex, and we got Caroline by Amine.
Mad, mad, mad.
No, you're mad.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
It's going to be hard to beat this. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard to beat this. I can't think of a more blanket song for any situationship anyone has ever been in.
She's a
bad thing, fine as hell, thick as fuck. Oh my god, that's my baby. Caroline, you divine, mighty fine.
I don't know. Maybe other people aren't as toxic as me. Every person I've ever talked to, there's always been a moment where I should have played this song. Maybe not in front of them. There's definitely times where I should have sent this song to people. Definitely times where I should have sent this song to people. Situationships are not always good, and it's not always about Riz and that. It's not always about the Riz on the upside. It's about the fallout on the downside. This is like a finals matchup right here. This is a finals, and it's in round one. We got a finals matchup. I'm gonna have to call someone and do a tiebreaker. I'm not even kidding. I can't pick. These are two sides of the same situationship coin, genuinely, because you have Caroline, right? It's like, oh, you got your eye on someone, you know, you're looking out for them, you're plotting moves, you're about to shoot game, you're about to spit game, you're about to get Rizzy, you know, whatever you got, it's budding, it's growing. You're kind of like observing this person, right? And then Hoes Mad is the ultimate fuck you to anyone to like be the last thing that you say or send to someone. Nah, I'm not even going to call someone for a tiebreaker. Here's what I think. I think Hoes Mad wins. Because there's better songs, not necessarily better songs. There's songs that are just as good at describing the crush stage of a situationship, but there's no single song that can serve to end a situationship better than Hoes Mad. There's not a single song that can end your situationship faster than sending them Hoes Mad by Famous Dex. And that's why it's moving forward, because how significant that is. Next, we're going to look at City Girls by YNW Melly. And then we're going to look at Problems by Black.
I won't judge, don't judge yourself. Promise I'm not here to burden you, I'm here to help. Now for real. If you're looking for someone to change your life, I can be the one who can change your life.
List of my problems, got that one on my line that won't stop fucking calling. It's crazy how I made her that way. Every time I see her out, I see the hate in her face. Like, why you do that? Tell her you love her when next week you just want your space. Why you do that? Tell her you want her, but next week you do your own thing.
City Girls by YNW Melly. If you're broke, don't send this song to someone. If this person is more attractive than you out of your league, don't send that song to them, bro. If this song you think applies to a situation you got going with someone, be ready to start tricking on that person. Because they're probably a baddie and you better be a baller. I'm going to be so real and vulnerable. This one hits way too close to home. And for that reason, it kind of scares me. And I kind of don't want it to progress any longer. This is one where it's like, you fucked up. You fucked up somewhere along the line. And this is your last ditch effort of reckoning with yourself to move forward. But can you do that is the question. This is such a weird video. I'm like getting so oddly specific into like these little like hypothetical situations and shit. This one hits for me personally. I don't know about y'all. this one, I feel like, I don't know, is that a reason that it should go? Is that a reason that it should go? I feel like it is, low key. I feel like it is. I feel like the reason that this should go is because personally it just hits with me. Problems by Black, it's gonna win just because, you know, like, this is like situationship music. 1000%. If you find yourself sending this to someone though, just know you better shape the fuck up. We're gonna go ahead and move Problems. 2 more before the other side. Let's keep it going. We got Rain by Sky Water, and we got Love Scars by Trippie Redd.
Fucking around with lanes, I must be a clown. You smiling in my face, you playing in my face. You're looking for another sign, I'm on your For You page. And I can't stop the rain from coming, tequila flowing. You used to say you in love, I used to say this shit back. Thinking that shit from the heart, now look where the fuck are we at. Oh, you got me just going up bad. Love Spencer, you got me real sad.
I feel like Rain by Sky Water is more representative of a situationship, and Love Scars is more representative of a failed relationship or a failed situationship. If you're listening to Love Scars thinking about someone, it's because they don't fuck with you, bro. It's because they don't fuck with you. Or like something just got fucked up along the way. And it might not necessarily have been your fault, but like some fucked up shit happened. You can't be with that person anymore. Yeah, Rain is like, you're getting to know someone, you got a crazy crush on them, but you probably shouldn't. I think Rain would probably be easier to send to someone, but like, I don't know. I feel that song is just about being whipped, for real. That's a good word to describe that song. Rain is that's a song about someone who's just whipped about someone else. So I think I'm going to take Rain by Sky Water. We got some queer representation up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a good matchup here coming up next, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be easy. Let's go ahead and play those sound clips.
She done made some plans with my dick. Ay, she going ham on my dick. Ay, sitting on stand on my dick. Ay, she going ham on my, she going ham on my, she going ham on my dick. Ay, she made some plans with my dick. Ay, sitting on stand on my dick. Ay, using no hands on my dick. Ay, she made some plans on my dick tonight. She not with him tonight. She not with Jim tonight. She in the gym tonight. Work out in that pussy. Ay, I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that pussy. Ay, I'm going in tonight.
Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know what's up with you. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know if you comfortable.
Let's be real here. These are both so good. It really just depends on your style. It really just depends on your style and what the situation is for real. And that's the best and worst part about this bracket, dude. I might have to call someone and get the no, I don't, again, bro, because I know what I would do. That's the thing. I can decide, right? For me, dude, it's gotta be Dick, bro. It's gotta be Dick. That shit is so hype. She's not with him tonight. She's not with Jim tonight. She's in the gym tonight. Work out in that pussy. Hey, I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that pussy. Hey, dude, come on. That's genius. That is genius, bro. Sometimes you got to send Let Me Know to test the waters, right? Show the vibes, bro, and see if they understand the assignment. See, there it comes again. Let Me Know, you send that, and you see if they understand the assignment, right? Dick, bro. Dick. They understand the assignment. You don't have to find out. Once you know they understand the assignment, once they know how it is, how you're coming, that's when you send that shit, bro. That's when you say, fuck all that other shit, bro. She's not with him tonight. She's not with Jim tonight. She's in the gym tonight. Work out in that pussy. Dude, I gotta go with that shit, bro. Because, like, I feel like there's an equal chance of sending both, right? Sending specifically. But I feel like this song, bro, it just has situationship written all over it. All right, let's go to the other side. We got 2 with the same word. We got I Love You Ho by Odetari. And we got I'm a Nasty Ho by Ugly God.
Ain't nobody taking you away from me. I promise ain't nobody in here that can say that I did you wrong. Nobody gonna put up with us the way I done. Nobody is coming here to save ya. I did enough.
I made your bitch say, I put my
I'm a Nasty Hoe is a song that, like, low-key, just sending that song to someone could be Riz. It could. There are use cases where sending that... There are use cases where sending that song to someone could be Riz. And that could be, you know, adding value to your life. I Love You Ho, the Odatari song, it's just overall more based around a situationship. But this Ugly God song is better for sending. The Ugly God song is better for sending. This one is like, you could play it in the car with them for like subtle hints. This is like one of those subtle hint songs that you play when you pick someone up in the whip. But ultimately, I gotta go with it because it describes just the aura of situationship more. And the Ugly God song is really like a sex song. Like, you could fuck to that song. Let me know in the comments if you've had sex to Ugly God before. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Nothing Like You by Netspend and Slut Me Out by NLE Choppa. These are, I'm not gonna lie, let's just take a look.
I've been trying to get geeked out, I get geeked up. I went to it in the ring, put a Sprite drink. Hold my hand if you there, it's for life. Can't believe they gave you.
Rip out my shirt if you love me. Spit in my face when you fuck me. Play with my goose while you suck me. Eat the dick like it was ugly. I mean, hold on, wait.
Come to think of it, I think what we have here is really two sides of the same coin. The NLE Choppa song, that's something that's like, you know the vibes, right? You're sending that to someone, like right before you do that deed. That's the song that you send it to them, bro. Like, hey, I'm on my way. Send that song. Like just right below it. The Net song, I feel like has a lot more potential and a lot more use case. As far as situationship aura, I feel like it leans more towards the Net song. You know, like Hold My Hand If You Think It's For Life, that type of thing. I don't know. I feel like that's another song that it's like a subliminal. Like, you play that around your situationship so they could get the vibe. Like, that's the subliminal. And then Slut Me Out, like, if that comes on in the car while you're with your situationship, bro, you're like trying to skip that, turn it off, like, oh, that's awkward. Just overall aura, I'm gonna take the Net song. We got Gold by 2 Hollis and Nobody Special by Future and Hot Boy.
Pick you up, dollar store, fancy laughing with your gold teeth. What you want? Make it yours. Backseat, I ate it in my gold teeth.
If you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I almost said I love her, I told her anything. No, you don't deserve a birthday, not even a choker chain. I break hearts, I'm a problem, you ain't gon' wanna fade.
We got an interesting matchup here, right? Because I feel like these are two very different use cases. Gold by 2 Hollis. This is another one of those, like, you send them this song and they're like, all right, he tapped in. But also, if you play it around them, it's kind of sending a subliminal. You got Backseat, ate it in my gold teeth. Ate what in your gold teeth, Mr. Hollis? Ate what? That's what I'm talking about. Sending those subliminals. This is a good song for that. Playing it in the car. Just sending it as a music recommendation. That's a good one. Then we got Nobody Special. Dude, this is like the City Boys song. This is actually a hard matchup. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nobody Special takes it. It just does. Dude, it's made by Future, for Christ's sake. I mean, if this is obviously like, you know, the bad side of like situationships or whatever. This is like the first inconvenience happens in the relationship and you're bumping this song. It's going to be so much more relatable to a lot of people, and it's going to more often than not describe something. Whereas this might not, you know, the gold might not be applicable to you. Because I feel like these are equally applicable, but Nobody Special just takes the cake for some reason. It's the Future lore. It's the Future aura and the Future lore. Plus, there's more 2 Hollis songs on this that I think might be better. Yeah, let's move on to the next. Ooh, big matchup coming up. Dude, we got For Me by Low Shimmy, and we got For Sure by Cash Co Bane featuring Basswag, bro.
All too much drugs, trying to see a candlelight. I can't think straight because my mind ain't right. Come take it off and show me what it's like. Let me see. I'm in the game, I shoot like Jordan with this G23. Don't matter, cause we disagree, don't mean you up and leave. I bust her down, she rockin' chrome, cause she got on her knees. I told them I just want them gone before my see they please.
5'6" in a savage soul. In your ass fat, know you eat your rice and your cabbage too.
She a savage too, I'm a savage too, it's compatible. She was talking practice, how to cut her off, got a battle boo. I ain't chicken tender, if you find my brother, I ain't mad at you.
All right, dude. Unfortunately, this is an easy decision for me. Unfortunately, bro. It has to be Low Shimmy. It has to be Low Shimmy. Dude, Low Shimmy is like the Drake of Florida right now. If you don't know Low Shimmy, go do your research, bro. Go do your research on Low Shimmy, because you're missing out, bro. He is the Drake of Florida. And this song is, I think, literally every situationship to ever exist. Fisher, right, on the other hand, is really good. It's a perfect situationship song. But for me, just has so much more raw emotion. So much more raw emotion in For Me. And that's why it's going to go on to the next round. I wouldn't send the Low Shimmy song to your situationship unless it was already toxic. If you're in a toxic situationship, you're sending the Low Shimmy song. But if you just got a good thing going with someone, you're sending that Fisher. For the next up, Love and War by Kodak Black versus Bad Girls Club by Eric DOA.
Cause you send me a flick, I'ma send you a dick pic when I'm horny. If I kiss you on your lips, would you tell your sisters in the morning? Would you keep it a secret? I ain't felt this way before. Wanna tell you that I like you, but I don't, cause I'm not sure. I just take her heart and score, then I love her till she's sore. I just break her heart and forward, then I don't want her anymore.
Pretty from the back, yeah, and the front seat. Your love is my drug, for nobody else survive me. I ain't tryna fuck, I know I know it's baby, but yours. Okay, green light, stepping on the gas, ain't stopping. I walk inside the function, feel everybody watching. Man, get on money, yeah, that boy got a clock. I want for the bullshit, boy, you know I died, yeah.
Unfortunately, for you Kodak fans, this is going to be a pretty easy pick for Bad Girls Club. And the reason for that is I feel like it's a better song. You can send this song. You can send this song to someone that you're talking to at any stage. It might give them an ego. It might. But also, it's just... I think it's more listenable and it has more use cases. A situationship that makes you think of Love and War might come around every once in a while, but I feel like every situationship at some point in that little whatever, in that stage of events, you're going to be thinking about it with this song in mind. So that's why it's got to move up. All right, we got another Low Shimmy and another Two Hollis. So one of them's going to go. Either Two Hollis is not going to escape, or we're going to have one of each here. It's Mine by Low Shimmy and BF847 by Damon R and Two Hollis.
My girl feel mighty. If you go get my pussy away, that mean you don't really love me. And I'm bagging to so many chickens until my nose get running. Aiming straight for the top, I'm so focused, I know them means coming. Girl, where you going on me? I'ma stay right by your side, they left you broken inside and I can see.
I've made up my mind. I'll still let you hear the clip though.
Cause I can't be your best friend, worst friend. I can't be your boyfriend, we were never best friends. Cause I can't be your best friend, worst friend. I can't be your boyfriend, I can't be your boyfriend.
All right, I'm gonna be real. Here's what I think, guys. I think I cannot listen to this song without listening to the whole thing. I cannot listen to It's Mine by Low Shimmy without listening to the whole thing. That being said, I think BF847 by Damon R and Two Hollis just describes a situationship better. I think really the only situationship aura comes from that first couple lines. The rest of the song is really about, like, you know, being up. Yeah, I got to go with the Two Hollis. I cannot kick him out just yet. Next thing we got Party Girl by Stay Solid Rocky and I Know by Big Sean. I might finally use that tiebreaker phone call.
fine. So they party.
Hey yo, Nash, you go crazy.
So mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you.
I know you've been running on empty. The way you move is like you can use a vacation. Drink in your hand and the heart of your dance. I swear right now look like you on a vacation. Gotta get away, make it happen. Whatever happened just had to happen.
Party Girl is such a great song. And if you're into that type of person that the song talks about, then that song is gonna hit, bro. It's a big song, it's popular, but there's a reason that I know is a bigger song. It's because it's a better one. It's a better song. It's more blanket. I mean, literally, if someone sends this song to you, that's an excuse to go over and sleep with them. Genuinely. If you're not supposed to be with someone and they send you that song, that's an excuse in itself to go and am I wrong for saying that? Bro, if you get sent that song, it's past understanding the assignment. The assignment was turned in and graded. The fact that the people who made that song, Janae Aiko, is that how you say it?
Janae Aiko.
Janae Aiko.
Janae Aiko.
Okay. The fact that Janae Aiko and Big Sean actually dated in real life and they made this song just gives it that much more aura for... It just gives it that much more situationship aura. All right, we got kind of a fun one for the last in the first round. Honda by David Shoddy and Good Loyal Thoughts by Odatari. This is the second Odatari song. Did he win already? He did. Odatari has a shot now to get 2 into the second round. Let's see if that happens.
She gon' suck my dick in the Honda. I think that I love her, I don't wanna. She gon' suck my dick in the Honda. Shut this score and count up these commas. I don't gotta flex, I just wanna. If she tells me she loves me, I'm a goner. Around you, girl, you're not the only one. I did kick that bitch up on my house, she thought she was the one. I can't fuck with no bitch who says she got baby daddies, no. Bitches don't lie to me about where you going, girl, I'm stuck at home. I had to change my number cause that bitch kept blowing up my phone. I lost all my feelings for that bitch as soon as I done boned. Love is not for me. I lost my heart quite some time ago. You tryna be my man, just focus on being my favorite hoe. I went inside that bank and got my money by this bitch some clothes. I just look like my body, how I like, however that I want.
Yeah, dude, this is a tougher one for me because Good Loyal Thoughts by Odatari. Bro, if your situationship sends you that song, they're trying to let you know they be fucking on the low. That's just what it is, really. Honda, that's like, I don't know. It's got some classic situationship aura. Good Loyal Thoughts, it's just got some like city boy aura to it. I really want Honda to win, but I don't think it does. I think Honda is a more fun, playful song, but I think Good Loyal Thoughts, it gets down to the nitty gritty about what situationships are really about. Like why you're in that situation to begin with, bro. But low key, if someone sends you that song, you're cooked. Cooked. If someone is thinking about you while listening to this song, cooked. I'm gonna be so real, cooked. And you're cooked as well for thinking about someone while listening to the song. I think it's just more specific. That's the hard thing. Is this is specific for if you be fucking hella people. And not all situationships are like that. Damn, you know what? I think I'm gonna take Honda. Actually. Because, and I'll say why, because it has more use cases. It has more use cases within a situationship. I feel like this song might, there's a high chance that it might remind you of your situationship, but there's also a high chance that you could send this to them as well. And that it it represents kind of more like a more playful vibe. And I think that's very valuable as well. But this song, it's kind of in the same vein as the Future song, where it's just kind of like a toxic city boy anthem. I think Good Loyal Thoughts is a better song, but I think Honda has more uses, and I think it more relates to a situationship and it has more uses within specifically a situationship. But I listen to the Good Loyal Thoughts every time it's on. I play it the whole way through every time. All right, this is what the bracket looks like right now. We're going into round 2, and these are going to be some... Ooh, these are some heaters right here. This is going to be hard. We're not going to play any more music. We're just going to go in. Vibes. All right. Chateau versus Backwoods Shoddy. I feel like these are two sides of the same coin. I feel like these are two songs that you could low-key describe the same situationship with, right? So, like, Chateau is when you can kind of see the cracks forming, right? And Backwoods Shoddy is like the foundation. You start off with a Backwoods Shoddy and it turns into a Chateau. I think as far as aura, they have the same, and I think they're both as sendable for different reasons. You could send both of these to your situationship, like probably equally, but for different reasons. This, you're sending them to like let them know the assignment, right? You're seeing if they understand the assignment with this. This one, you're just trying to show them that you have good taste in music for real. I'm going to go with Chateau because it's a better song, but really I think it could have gone either way. I'm going to go with Chateau because it's a better song for sure. All right, next up, we got Venus Flytrap and Trap Queen. The same thing that's good about Trap Queen is probably the reason why it doesn't move on here. And I'll say that because the fact that it's such a popular song, it's such a big song, it kind of takes away... You forget that it's about such a niche situation. Like, yes, it is about a situationship, but it's about such a niche situationship that most people probably won't experience. And I feel like Venus Flytrap, at some point, you can apply it to your situationship. If you think to any situationship you've had in the past, at some point, there was a time when Venus Flytrap was applicable, and Trap Queen probably wasn't. Hoes Mad by Famous Dex and Problems by Black. This is a hard one, dude. Oh, man, this is a hard one. And here's why it's hard. They're kind of on the same... Both of these songs are you're associating them with the situationship while it's on its tail end. Ultimately, though, I feel like Problems, it feels more like a relationship song, whereas Hoes Mad, you can tell he doesn't give a fuck. And hoes are genuinely mad. I think Hoes Mad goes here because I think more people have probably wanted to send that song to their situationship than people have probably wanted to send Problems to their situationship. This one is actually not that hard. Rain is a great song. I love Skywater. It's a great song about getting whipped and not necessarily know if you should be getting whipped on someone. But Dick is hard hitting. Dick is delivering just that. And if you send that to someone, you intend to deliver dick. If someone sends that to you, bro, lock your doors and hide. Wait. For real though, if someone sends this to you, bro, be ready to get in that gym and sweat 24-hour fitness style. Because they're not playing games if they're sending this shit to you. Dick is moving on. I Love You, Ho. And Nothing Like You. I think Nothing Like You is a more listenable song. And you may disagree with me if you don't like the vocals. But I'll say it's more listenable because if you play that song anywhere, no one's going to question. This, I Love You, Ho, it's more of a situationship song than this is. But they're both kind of the same, like, subliminal, like, play it in the whip when you're picking someone up. Yeah. Maybe, like, these are very, very, very similar now that I'm thinking about it as far as, like, situationship aura. But I feel like both of these, I might have to call someone for this. But, all right, we got our answer. Tiebreaker. Thank you, Realm. We got our tiebreaker answered. We're going to go with Nothing Like You. This is a big one. Nobody Special. And For Me by Lil Shimmy. Nobody Special by Hot Boy and Future. And For Me by... This isn't even a conversation. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to just go ahead and say right now, this song might win the bracket. Genuinely. For Me by Lil Shimmy might honestly has at this point, probably the best chance to win the bracket. We got to see, but yeah, it's not looking good for everything else. It wasn't even a question, and that's one of my favorite Future songs. All right, we got Bad Girls Club versus BF 847. This is one of the easier ones, and I'm gonna go with Bad Girls Club. But I will say, both of these are kind of similar, right? Both hyperpop. If you are gonna send these songs to your situationship, be prepared for their ego to get boosted, bro. You don't want people thinking they're hotter than they are, and that's just a fact. But if you are gonna send one of these songs, I would send Bad Girls Club. All right, we got I Know versus Honda. This is like, I'm going to say this again for the 5th time in this episode. This is like two sides of the same coin again. You have like deep right here with Big Sean, and then you kind of have like surface level and playful with Honda. I really think it just depends on what you're going for. This could be another, I could give this up to a tiebreaker as well. But I think I Know is just a better song. Take a look at this. This is what the bracket looks like so far. And we're going into round 3. Chateau versus Venus Flytrap. Man, these are getting hard. This is such a weird bracket to make because everything is situational. Like, it depends on so much whether either of these is what fits your situationship better. I listen to Chateau more. I would venture to say that Venus Flytrap is probably more applicable, and they're both equally as sendable. I think both of these you're equally likely to receive as music recommendations. No, that's a lie. I think you're more likely to receive Chateau. I think you're probably about even. I think you're equally likely to receive both of these as music recommendations, and I think you're also equally likely to, kind of dole these out as music recommendations. I think Venus Flytrap is just more likely to apply to a situationship, and that kind of pains me a little because I listen to Chateau more. Here we have Hose Mad and Dick. I think I'm going to take Dick here, and here, whoa. Pause. I think I'm going to take Dick by I think the song Dick by Doja Cat is better. Fucking hell. I think the song Dick by Doja Cat is better for more. No, because these are both very specific. These are both two very specific things. This is You're Never Gonna See That Person Again, Hose Mad. And this is You're on your way to see that person. If you're bumping this in the car, you are on your way, dude. Like, you can't drive fast enough if you're bumping Dick in the car. If you got Hose Mad in the car, you're on your way out of there, bro. You're on your way out of there, and you're not going back. You're probably not going back. If you're playing Hose Mad, you're probably not going back. I guess it just comes down to, do you like coming or going more? I'm going to take Dick. I feel like it's more encouraging. I feel like Hose Mad kind of has like a copy undertone. Like, if you're bumping Hose Mad, like, you are actually kind of mad a little bit, right? If you're bumping Hose Mad, you're probably mad a little bit. You're at least a little pissed off. Whereas if you're bumping Dick, you ain't got a care in the world. If you're bumping Dick, you ain't got a care in the world. All right, other side. Let's head to the other side. We got Nothing Like You by Netspend against For Me by Low Shimmy. And like I said, great song from Net. I don't even know if it's my favorite song from Net, but this is everyone's favorite Low Shimmy song. And it was written for that purpose. You know what I mean? It's easily going to be For Me by Low Shimmy. You can tell what he was thinking when he wrote it. And when you find yourself in a similar situation, it really hits. All right, we got Bad Girls Club versus I Know. I want Bad Girls Club to continue. Because I listen to it more. No, do I? I think I listen to these songs probably equally. I think I just have to take I Know because it is so intentional in what it's doing, which makes you feel kind of like For Me. I think it makes you feel it that much more because it's so intentional in what it's doing and what it's trying to describe. And Bad Girls Club is a little more lighthearted in the fact where it's just kind of a loose description of a situation that's going on. Let's take a look at that final four real quick. Let's take a look at that final four. Ooh, this is where it gets hard. I like how every matchup has kind of been like opposites, right? If you think about it in a way, they've either been like super similar or like direct opposites. And I think here we have Venus Flytrap versus Dick. And I think Dick is just that. You're thinking with your dick. Venus Flytrap comes from the heart. Because let's be real. If you listen to this song on the way over there, and then you listen to this song on the way back, holy fuck, you're cooked. Holy fuck, you're cooked. If you listen to Dick on the way there, and then you come back bumping that fucking Venus Flytrap, you are cooked, bro. You're whipped. I think what I'm gonna do, I gotta go Dick just because it's more turn. Just because every time I think of that song, I'm on bullshit, bro. Every time I listen to that song, I'm on bullshit, bro. That song comes on in the car, I am not dancing. There's never a time where that song will come on that I'm not going to just fucking go ham and dance, bro. We got For Me by Low Shimmy versus I Know. I think both of these songs are intentional in what they talk about. They intentionally are describing a situationship, but I think Low Shimmy describes it better in fewer words with less time. It's short and sweet, and it leaves you with more feeling than it does knowing. With I Know, you kind of get a history in the song as if these two people were dating before, which kind of ties back to the whole Janae Aiko and Big Sean actually having dated, which I think puts kind of a different connotation on the song, whereas Low Shimmy lays it all out on the table in such a short time, and you know. I'm going to go For Me by Low Shimmy. All right. This is the final. These are apparently my two favorite songs about situationships, having to do with situationships. I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. I've let Dick go on for probably longer than it deserves to. I think it deserves the run that it went on, but I don't think it deserves to win the bracket because it's not as intentionally a situationship song like For Me. I think if you had to have anybody come up with a list of situationship songs, I think they would include this. And I don't think as many people would include Dick. But it's a great song. You all should go listen to it next time you're about to go have sex with someone. For Me is just an all-around, you can't beat it. All right, we have For Me as the winner. This is the final winner. For Me by Low Shimmy. Guys, I'm going to have a playlist of all these songs, and I'm going to be doing a situationship bracket part 2, but with recommended songs. So put your situationship songs in the comments. We tried to keep it more rap and hyperpop this time. We're going to go for more of an indie rock, indie pop type of vibe. Let me know what other brackets I should do, and watch out. Follow my blog, follow my Instagram. I post every day, and I do shorts every day. Make sure to like and subscribe. Join the community. I'm trying to get a nice little thing going here. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
All too much drugs, trying to see a candlelight. I can't think straight because my money right. Come take it off and show me what it's like. Let me see. I'm in the game, I shoot like Jordan with his G23. Don't matter, cause we disagree, don't mean you up and leave. I bust her down, she rockin' chrome, cause she got on her knees. I told them I just want them gone before my Z they please. For me, for me, for me, for me, for me.